Story so far. Alia and her Robot 6 have found the smoking wreck of Johnny Kiremba's ship along with the final message intended for Professor Miari. The roboticist was looking for the vault, an ancient observatory he believed to hold the only hope of preventing a darkness from overtaking the nebula. But why had Renba been hiring laborers to dig on Moon near Elbereth? Meanwhile, Alia has found something else, a crude map pointing to an unknown moon. Will it explain? Jack, crud, anything. Sailing through Yoxian space. Okay, we're back on Yox. Yeah. Yazi and Sia. I hoppered them directly to the lower level, mistress, so as to be less conspicuous. What do you think of the sculpture? They couldn't be any more conspicuous here. How many Yoxians do you know with crushed arms? What? Alia, tell me, are you still wasting your time on your curious notions of history? Not now, Curity. I'm busy. History isn't mine. What's so curious? Well now, your ideas are hardly wholesome. All that death and decay, you should devote yourself to a real science. Metallics, maybe. Loop philosophy. History is a science. It's the exploration of the past, through evidence and theory. Honestly, most people think you will not be content until you have unearthed your own skull. Good faith to you, Alia. May the waters light your way. What a lovely lady. I lost control. What do you think of the sculpture? It has a pleasing balance to it. Worth the time it took to make. When there are people on Elbereth who don't eat, are your own experts worth the time they take, mistress? Should we not be making history rather than reviewing it? Whoa. We've never really checked this place out. If you don't know history, you can't understand people. You can starve them or oppress them, but you won't understand them. Whoa. Just gonna see if we're missing anything around here. And also, are we recording? Yes, we are. Very good. Very good, sir. Very good. If Yox does not believe in history, what is it they think you do?
The library is a quiet spot to think. Except when Huang's in there, which of course, he always is.
Talk to Huang. Listen, Huang. Hold are these books of yours? I found something Rembad had discovered. You know anything about the ancient laboratory? I guess we'll go through all of that. I found something Rembad discovered near Elbereth. Oh yes? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Try me. A ship. A really big ship. Underground. Underground? How did it get there? That's not the question. That's not the question. The question is, how did he find it? Do you have any idea? Huang, do you think the robots... None at all, none. Who was this Maswa you're always reading about? She was a sailor from maybe 20 loops ago. She was a traveling monk, mistress. Have you found any artifacts you want me to look at? Quite a few. The carved figurine. Have you ever seen anything like this? Figurine? Let me see that. There's an inscription. I read it as sailcloth. What did he say? I'm not convinced by the word all here. The symbol pattern for all ought to contain a glyph for multiplicity. I agree. Oh. Then, let's try stars. I don't know. Does sailcloth god hold stars make more sense? Thanks, Huang. Interesting. I've seen something similar. I think it also had script. Now where is it? I was a little spoiled. I saw, like, if you look at the achievements for the game, they all use the number system. Or they got to. I know what the numbers look like, I think. This was written on the stone devotional icon, a stretching god. It was found floating in Sculptor's Canyon. I don't know if it's something or other. This one is several words. Oh, we don't know that one yet? Can't we guess it? This is an off, I guess. And then with God again. And then is. I can add my translation for is to my dictionary now. Loop. I don't know, I don't think it's rope. Can it be rope? Rope of gods, loop of gods, way of gods. Let's go with way, I don't know. Oh, so that snake actually is go. Open. Light. Go. Let's go with open. Way of gods is open. Do you have any more like that? Let me see. No, nothing comes to mind. Do you want me to archive the figurine? This is a strange choice. I don't know. Sure, take it. Good faith to you. I'll be back shortly. Oh, I wanted to keep talking. Yeah. It hurt Huang's feeling if I said so, but these books are all recent, most from the last 50 years or so. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're leaving then. The guy just left me, what the heck? Time to go, mistress. What? Look at this place, 6. It's like a haven of light. It's foul. It's modern, but it's ancient. Here and there, bits of architecture go back thousands of years. That's neat. This is neat. What do robots know, 6? When they're activated, I mean. Most things, mistress, they are unlike human children. They talk and move fluidly. Oh, how do they know the language? They had fun designing this. Mary should be up in here in her office. I know. Just checking for things. I went outside the university grounds once exploring. This area is very beautiful. It's a very beautiful moon. You can tell it was once lush, fertile. There must have been a huge forest, lakes, rivers. They're all but dry now. I suppose they cut down all the trees to make chairs. Haha. Or ships. Where's Huang? Is he back? Oh, he is. Show him a text. Uncovered something you might like to see. Let's see now. There's an inscription. I read it as Wind of Robots. I don't agree with your use of wind. The word for wind needs a symbol representing verticality or height. Let's see what opens there might be. Blessing. Yeah, I didn't really want it to be blessing, I guess. Blessing of robots. Thanks, Huang. Do you know anything about an ancient observatory? Let's go get to that already. That's interesting. Let me tell you something I heard about Renaki. Is there an observatory there? I've heard of it. I was on Renaki recently. I know me on a boat. You should have seen me. I turned green. What did you do that for? I've got my secrets, Alia. The curators let me take a few things in trade. Anyway, on the boat there was a trader called Amadu. He was talking pretty expansively. If you understand me, of something I found, he called it, well, you asked me about an observatory. That's what Amadu said he'd found. Well, I've followed worse leads before. How old are these books of yours? Some are really old. But no, not, not ancient. They date back to the first Empress or so. But why aren't there any older books? I don't know. There just aren't. I know you found older. Read anything good recently? I've been indexing mostly. One more artifact. The telescope found on the side of Rambo's cache. The edged sword. Yeah. I've seen something else like that if I remember rightly. Only this one was inscribed. Let me see now. Here it is. What's he doing? Well, it's a picture of a golden compass. It was found while exploring under the central archive here on Eoxbeck. Is blessing? What? There are a few words in this one. R is... Oh, roads. No, that's not roads. Oh, is that vault? Because the title of the game is... what was it? Vault something? It actually writes it in the writing, the title of the game. So that looks similar to Vault over there. Which I find funny. I mean, it's probably not this. Oh, roads. I didn't see that. I believe you can be confident on your translation for roads. Yeah, that made sense to me. So, okay, I guess it's not Vault. Vault has like two of those lines with the dot on the top. Maybe this is verticality. Stars. Wind. He said wind needs verticality. Maybe that's what that is. What was Emperor again? We. Me. guess our? I don't know. Whence are our roads? You have any more like that? Let me see. How about this? It was a heavily scratched silver sextant. It was found somewhere, rather. There's an ant in the middle. This is one etched in the fracture fragment of the jigsaw. Heavily scratched silver. What's a sextant? I don't even know. It's a weird word. Sounds like a weird word. I'm certain my translations for stars is correct. I'm sure wind as well. Nice. So that one means verticality. So above or below both make sense to me. Big, that one means big. Towards, how does towards mean verticality? Stars above and wind below. Above, below. Stars above and wind below. Work. If any more like this. Nothing comes to mind. I'll take the telescope to the archives then. I mean, if you need it, I don't know. What am I gonna do with it? I have no idea. Good faith to you. I'll be back shortly. Why does he leave? That's so annoying. Where is he even archiving it? That's so strange that he's just ditching me like that. Are you ready to go? So not yet. He's actually... Oh my god, dude. We're losing him. He's going that way. He is pretty fast. He's faster than we are. And he had the head start. Still see him though. Is he gonna pass through that red door? Ah, come on. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, okay, I could have given a better reply there. Perhaps you should leave God for good faith, Gioli. I don't know. That guy's a complete jerk. Ah, you bastard, he's cutting me off. No, get back here. But they don't know history. They don't know who built them. No, mistress. At least I do not. I found a scroll you might be interested in. Let's see now. There's an inscription. I read it as Blessings of Stars of Six. Blessings of Stars of Sky. What? I'm not convinced by your use of blessing. It was my best guess. Oh, that means there's only one word left. What's happening? Bless this place. Winch frame. Now let's see. Here's the translation where I saw that word before. It was only a guess. Bless this place. Blessing. Dude, what's happening? What on earth is happening right now? So blessing is wrong or what? I mean, it's not wind. We know it's not wind. of stars of sky. Book of precious. Book of words. Book of words of love. Could still change my mind again, but Book of Words of Love. Can we talk again? Inscriptions. Nah, it's a disaster. Looking for that now. Be seeing you, Huang. Are you ready to go it, Mistress? Do I really have to answer that? We have to talk to Miari. She will already be aware of our presence, I'm sure. And you keep telling me to leave. What is this? Oh, I can't control anything. What's happening? Okay. The robots know. Mistress, what do all robots know? What do all robots know? Perhaps you are thinking of the ethical core? That's a good point. Alia, you're back! But I don't know if I want to ask what you found. Maybe you don't, Professor. I'll tell you. All kinds of things. If you're ready to hear it. I think Remba had joined some kind of ancient cult. He's dead, Professor. Remba settled on mercy. I mean, we don't know he's dead. Dude, I don't know. I mean, we kind of know he's dead. Huh. I mean, X would be a lie. I'm not saying that. I don't know. Let's go with that. He's dead, Professor. His ship blew up as he tried to leave an off-river moon. Interesting. You're certain? You can go and check if you want. Let 6 answer. We are quite certain, Professor. Did you go anywhere except Merci Alia? We followed his trail. Remba went exploring off the rivers. He was using fuel to propel himself. That must be how he blew himself up. Remba appeared to be investigating an abandoned hermitage, and you followed him? What did you find there? There was nothing left of Remba, Professor. Remba left us a message. We found a dagger, Holy Empire period. We found a dagger, Holy Empire period. A nice find. The university will hopefully be interested. A worthless trinket, Alia. I hope you didn't risk your life for that. Nothing else? Nothing more? Oh, another thing happened. Mistress. Go on. Oh, is that the crown? Oh, what do you mean the hopper malfunctioned? I don't know. The hopper malfunctioned, and I spoke to Remba, and then there was a robot, and I almost was struck in a cave. Oh, that whole scene. Yeah, that's not gonna go well. I mean, I totally forgot what he said even. I don't know, I was not prepared for this. I don't know what to say here. Let's see if she will ridicule me. Let's not, project on her, Let's walk to Remba. I fear my mistress is now the deciphering professor, though what and Slicit. I thought Remba was dead. He spoke to me through a robot somehow. He told me to find an observatory. He spoke to me through a robot somehow. And what did he have to say? Oh, sure. See, she's asking. He told me to find an observatory. That was all. I do not recall this. Interesting. It was Remba's doing, of course. Perhaps he found a way to leave a message. So, perhaps Remba found something and it shared his fate. Professor, I fear Mr. Sally is not being entirely honest. We found some other worthless artifacts. You can search the Nightingale if you like. We found some other worthless artifacts, a figurine, trinkets. Mr. Sally is hoping not to tell you that we found a crown, Professor. We believed it to be the crown of the Emperor. But I don't have it on me. I am afraid Mistress Alia passed it on to a contact in Elba with Mistress Mary. That's a mercenary act, Alia. I always assumed you made a little on the side, but I didn't sell it. My friend's a mechanist. She's looking at it. So you're going to bring it back to me? Go and fetch it. I look forward to seeing it. Off you go. I mean, is there anything else we can talk about? Anything else I can do for you? Please, Alia. Go away. Jeez, okay. One last... Oh, okay. Tell me honestly, how are you finding your new companion? Are you working well together? I'll lose this one too, Professor. It's only a robot, Professor. Why do you ask? Robots are valuable things, Alia. I want to know immediately if anything happens to this one. I hope that's clear. I told you about the messenger Remba sent. Clear? Clear, sure. I'm glad to hear it. Shall we leave now, mistress? Yep, I guess so. Leave the moon. This way, mistress. And so we left the university. What's happening? I don't know what this is. Guess maybe I pushed something by accident. Not sure how though. Aboard the Nightingale. Oh, we're half an hour in already. I was thinking about the boat that Remba found a fragment of anyway. The Empire never used ships that large. No one could build anything like that. How old was it? The Empire never used ships that large, and it was too old, too long buried. You have never seen a ship like it. No wonder Remba was excited. This changes our history, 6. There must have been a whole age before the Empire, when ships like great whales crawled the rivers, carrying things from one moon to another. Trading, mistress, most likely. Before the Empire was founded. Before the Empire locked down the nebula. Doesn't seem that locked down to me. You can go anywhere you like. Oopsie. I haven't seen anything resembling a police anywhere. What are we doing? Yeah, Renaki, I guess. Oh god. Yes. Oh god, it's such a disaster. Just, Why does it even induce so much lag to go on this menu? And why do you have to push A twice? Sailing to Renaki in the Renaki Reach via a Verdant Pass and the Silk Pass. What are the rivers, 6? Yeah, I was just wondering the same thing. Are they air? Because they're not water. Flows of oxygen, hydrogen, ice. Oh, that's interesting. Their velocity keeps them coherent. So why do the rivers wind? Or wind? Why aren't they straight? I do not know, mistress. Why does water swirl when mixed with wine? Does it? What are you talking about? It is most mysterious. I don't think that's what happens when you pour wine into water. Go right, mistress, the Verdant Pass. Oh, thanks for telling me. Robots know ethics, speech, and other stuff, but nothing that only they know? Perhaps robots once knew more than they know now.
All the rivers of the nebula flow to Iox in the end.
Do they?
If you tie off your sail, Iox is where you'll wash up.
Really?
It's the heart of the nebula.
But it's in the bottom
Or
left
else
corner.
it's the gutter.
Oh, funny. Our route goes left momentarily, mistress, as should we. Oopsie, I think I messed up. Oh, it worked out. According to legend, the last emperor disappeared after Yux fell. When did this happen? He didn't die there with everyone else. Are you suggesting he went to the Hermitage moon? Why not? It would explain a few things. Not least that crown. I saw some kind of structure at the water's edge. But I've lost it now. What? When they say water's edge, do they mean the current or something else? The Robot Empire 6. If we assume for a moment that there was one, it didn't survive. At some point it collapsed and the robots disappeared. The Steel Empire ended and the Yuxan Empire began. As for the the robots were wiped and buried on yachts. I think I saw something just now. But we're not stopping for it now. I mean, how would we? Bless the waters. Look out there, 6. It is indeed beautiful, mistress. Oh, we actually got there. Renaki! Let's hop her down, 6. Renaki, a market moon, far beyond the reach of Yox. I mean, couldn't we have brought the other 2 guys with us now? Or are they there already?
We came to Ranaka like thieves, hoppering ourselves into a narrow alley between high, blank walls.
We're in Agrabah, woohoo! Sounds busy out there. I would estimate the local population to be around 12,000. The odds of finding one man here are therefore quite small. Do you get tired of being so optimistic? I'm neither pessimistic nor optimistic. I'm statistically significant, mistress. This way. Some kind of plaza, but this is locked. Scattered fruit boxes. Look at all this. Do you find the rubbish enlightening, mistress? You can learn a lot about what cultures. Once an archaeologist, always an archaeologist. You can learn a lot about a culture by its ways. Then what exactly have you learned? They toss out rotting fruit. And most places struggle to grow rock oranges, so this moon must be rich. For the last time, is this wise, mistress? We are far from Yox. We are likely to attract considerable attention. You mean? Mostly, mistress, yes. Though once you begin asking questions, perhaps that will change. Fun. Act natural. Hopefully no one will realize we never
snuck out of the alley mouth into a
alley.
bustling street.
I'll take your word for
Hawkers
it.
shouted each other down about their wares.
Rugs. The pattern similar to the one on the Nightingale. Mary gave me that one. This place doesn't seem wealthy compared to Yox. Yox is staggeringly wealthy, mistress. Yox is wealthy enough to not to trade. Good faith to you, fine lady. Would you, the lady, care for a flat mango, perhaps? Good faith to you. You're new here, I can tell. You've never seen fruit this good before. Carnival grapes, fizzy just today. What are those? Ah, the ladies from Yox. Something less exotic then. Perhaps I can interest you in a kumquat fist. Do you know a man named Amadou? Amadou? Now I really couldn't be sure of that. So many people buy my fruit, you understand. It's so very good to see. How about a red pomelo? The pomelo sounds good. I'll package that up, fine lady. I prefer jewelry and gold. Eagle wing brooch? I don't know. You want to trade jewelry for fruit? Jewelry is very good for trading, good lady. So is fruit. I'll pass on the fruit. A pity. I don't recognize half of these fruits. Do you grow them locally? I grow them in my tubs on my roof. I am blessed with several roofs. Wonderful. Maybe I could retire somewhere like this. It seems comfortable. I already lost track of where I came from. Not this way, I guess. Lanterns! These make a great noise when you smash them, 6. That's something I discovered. Why did I smash that lantern back then? I don't even know. It was an option. Look at the people, 6. Are they avoiding anything? Treating anywhere with particular caution? I detect no unusual pattern of movement. Perhaps there is an open space in that direction. People are slowing down as they leave the street. Yeah, there's nothing here. No? There's a few people through here.
The market of Ranaka seemed to never end. Shoemakers sold boots to the fruit sellers, who sold sour apples to the knife makers, whose blades the shoemakers used to make boots. I don't know if anyone on Ranaka ever slept, but if they did, I bet they bought and sold their dreams.
This place is so happy. I can't imagine Earth being like this. Wealth and distance from yonks. Oh, now suddenly I got stuff to interact with. Pottery. You can't sell all of these, surely, unless they break them after every meal. Vases, vases. I prefer them to the pots anyway. I could keep my paintbrushes them if I painted.
A fountain was messing about in the middle of the square, spitting at passers-by.
Excuse me. Yes. My name is Alia. Can I help you? I was reading. I'm new here. Understand? What's your book? I'm sorry to trouble you. Oh, what? You're new here to Renaki. You must have sailed here. You've never been on the rivers? Of course I haven't. My soul is pure. What? And what do you mean by that? Only what everyone knows. That rivers damage the soul that sails them. How can you see the nebula if you don't sail? Do you really think like that? You don't find you lose anything out there? Like what? I don't go blind. I don't start talking in loops. The priests of the loop are very clear about it. The rivers strip your soul. It's what they're made of, after all. Oh. The rivers are air and water. They're not more harmful than a hose pipe. Why they flow, I don't know, but I've never seen any souls lost out there. Of course. Excuse me. I don't get much time. My father will have me back at the accountant soon enough. His name is Amadou. He's a trader. To the country. That's the stall on the roof over there. You could buy yourself another servo, perhaps. That's a big stall. Yes, it is. Good faith to you. 6. What do you know about the Loop Temple? I know little of the Loop Mistress. The Loop priests claim that life is a great cycle. They believe that all that happens has happened before. Like in that messed up sci-fi, what was it called? Lex? Don't look that up. It's so... Actually, the first episode's kind of fun, but it's just such a trash sci-fi series. It's hilarious. The Loop Temple is extremely well placed, mistress. They have a lot of money and significant power. They are the heart of the protectorate. But yeah, in Lex, everyone has this crazy religion that time moves in a circle. And the whole reason why the main characters get the ship from the bad guys in the first episode is because the main villain dictator dude, he's all like, "Oh, you can't tell me what to do. It like let's take the big ship," and that's basically becomes the main character's hub for the entire series. I watched like one episode past the first one. Like I think the first one might have been a double. I can't remember. A cook. Hungry 6. Hilarious. Oh, he doesn't... like, does he charge? I don't even know how he functions. Baskets. Woven from grass. One basket looks the same as another to me, mistress. How many moons are there in the Yox Protectorate 6? At the last settlement it was 23. What? And I'm guessing Reneki is not part of that. Seems to sell everything here. Look in here. Those are lizards, aren't they? Gecko, all colors. You sell lizards? Buy gecko? Find this gecko. It climbs walls, can reach hard to reach places. Sorry, I mean you sell geckos. Do you know Amadu? Gecko called Elenara, my mother's name. Okay, I don't want a gecko, but my robot does. That's weird. This is attempting humor. Not robot gecko, gecko live gecko. Live gecko? Gecko now or gecko later? No gecko. Very sad. You miss gecko, I think. How much does one cost? 33. 33 what? 33? Good age for a lizard. What? Gecko, very practical, very clean. No bathing. What is it used for? Gecko eats flies. Use snaffle gecko. Good price. Good legs. What does snaffle mean? Everyone knows Amadu. Amadu does not buy geckos, nor do you.
I could smell fried meat, spiced apple, fresh leather, wealth.
Digital must be a low-status job. I cannot imagine why. This looks interesting. Oh, he has no apparition. Who are you? You're Amado. Are these things robots? I met your daughter. And she sent you to me? What do you want? What have you done to your robots? I was told you could help me. You want a servo? Are you buying? You've got one already. These old robots are servos? The very finest. Why don't you tell me why you're here? I'm looking for some information. I'm looking for an observatory. Are you now? Are you now? So the little Yoxian with the big ears has sent a bigger Yoxian. But what is my discovery worth to this one? I found an observatory, it's true. The story is just a ruin. Why don't you tell me where it is so I can go? You buy robots as well as selling them? Observatory is just a ruin. Is that so? Are you sure? I'm a scholar, I read things. So you're here from sheer curiosity, no other reason? I mean, basically, I'm not even lying, am I? Am I lying if I say yes? I don't really know. Let's just make it a little more interesting for him. So there is something of value to be found there. Good, now we're making progress. Perhaps I'll ask someone else. Alright then, what do you want? That is a fine looking robot you have. 6 years worth 100 observatories. Thank you, mistress. Perhaps then one observatory and an attractive hand-woven rug made by my aunt? I've always wanted another rug. You can't have my robot. I want to know what you have before I agree to anything. I want to know what you have before I agree to anything. Then I think you have a deal. I don't like your terms. I want to know what you have before I agree to anything. How old is the observatory? What state is it in? Let me tell you about the observatory. I've walked its corridors, seen ancient machines. It is built on 3 levels. Each is circular, each wider than the one above, so that it looks like most people topple from the sky and yet it stands. But perhaps that is enough for you? Then I think we have a deal. I don't like your terms. I could tell you about the corridors of glass. The machines like gigantic servers buried deep below the crust. Are you sure you won't trade? I mean, can we even trade that? That'd be crazy. And so the observatory is lost once more. Just tell me. I'm a businessman. You'll find the doors over there. Such a pity. But if you ever find a servo, think of a poor Amado, his business drying up by the day. This is what just happened. Huang and his contacts, they can all go drown themselves.
A fat man with a scarf flashed a cheeky smile at me as he walked away.
I don't know if that could have gone any better. I would ask us, what is the plan for now? I'm thinking... What about exactly, mistress? Let's say I sold you to him. Mistress, just for the sake of argument. I'm not yours to sell, but he doesn't know that. How angry do you think he'd get if you hoppered away after purchase? How angry do you think he'd get if you hoppered away after purchase? Very angry indeed, mistress. I'm not convinced that powerful enemies are a desirable asset, mistress. You're right, bad idea. But we could give it a try. I mean, does he not know about teleporters, hoppers? I don't know, is that what we're gonna do? There's no other option, I guess. Half of these stalls don't have merchants. Aren't they worried about thieves? Perhaps these people are rich enough to be honest. Or perhaps the punishment for stealing is extreme. Ah, you've reconsidered my offer. How about you buy 6 for a limited time? Fine, lady, I am a reseller. Where my clients take their servos or their robots, it is not my business. Besides, anything I tell you, you will keep forever. Then you'd better take it. A glass of water, then, to settle the matters of the stomach. I'll go without. As you will. Now, transfer ownership to me. Tell me what I want to know first. Ha, the lady jokes, of course. I'm not giving you my robot for nothing. Fine, lady, consider the situation. I am a respectable businessman with a reputation to secure. You are some kind of vagabond who intends to leave this moon at the moment's notice. You will trust me. Okay then. Alright, 6. Only your primary user can transfer ownership, right? I suppose this is goodbye. Do not overdo the moment, mistress. I am deeply unhappy about this. I'll miss you, 6. Please, mistress. I transfer what possession I have of you to this man. Excellent. Now let's put that to the test. Robot, please forcibly eject this young lady. Indeed, master. Just tell me where the observatory is. I can eject myself. No, I don't think so. You could search every trickle of the desperate ways and you'd never find it, and that seems fine to me. Mistress Alia. 6. Alright, I'm going. Water's above, and what about the hopper? Am I stuck here? Site located. Enough evidence collected to search for an age of a sales site with a... How does that work? Steel Empire site, age of sales site, age of sales site. So, how screwed are we exactly? Miari is actually going to kill me this time. I guess I'll go to his daughter. Gecko, fine, Gecko. Excuse me again. Oh my god. She's not even looking at her. You just get thrown off my father's rooftop. Your father is a crook. I think I did. You saw that, did you? I saw it. He must have liked you. He only throws out people he's enjoyed sparring with. He's got a funny way of showing his affection. We had a deal and he broke it. He's more honest than you might think. I should report him. Who to? People here are quite loyal to him, you'll find. Follow me. We'll get this sorted out. Father. Now what's this? Mina, my dear, what are you getting involved with? I can't have this. What are you going to do? You're a rogue, Amadou. Give me back my road or tell me what you owe me. Father, just give her back her servo. I want to read my book, not settle your arguments. I am dedicated servo dealer. I know how these things work. For example, I know how ownership is transferred. I think perhaps you don't. Are you saying I cheated you? You're right, I don't. You don't own this robot any more than I do. It's owned by someone on Yox. It was worth a shot, so why throw me out? See how much you really wanted the observatory. Not that much, perhaps, since you weren't willing to pay a fair price. Do you know where the observatory is? I'm just in the observatory, but I'm not reckless. Do you even know where it is? Or don't you? As it happens, I don't. Whoever sent you to me was misinformed. Misinformed by you? The whole trip was a waste of water, but you still thought you'd profit on it. No. As I said, I wanted to understand how keen you were. Keen enough to lie to a stranger on a strange moon, it seems. Here. It's out there somewhere, the observatory. This may help you find it. It has been inscribed. Words. Me. Off me. This. Could go here. Could be my as well, actually. Oh yeah, off me, so my. That makes sense, right? Yeah, truth. Oh, it's truth isn't even confirmed. Dang it. Oh, this is such a long word. My master's words. Let's go with that, I guess. My master's words. That will do for now. Curious. What is that thing? Something I found floating in the desperate ways, alongside some of my stock. Is this another trick? So you want to help me now? And what's your cut? When you find the observatory, and I think maybe you will, then any servos you find inside any robots, you bring them to me. I can't promise that. What I find isn't mine to distribute. No, it isn't, it's mine. That's the deal, you see. I look forward to
the size
your
of this
return.
place was nothing compared to Elbereth. But it was more packed with life. More colour, more people, more business, more hope.
It's good to have you back, Six. Thank you, Mistress. I confess I did not enjoy that experience. I wouldn't have cut you open, Six. I think anyway. If you wish me to activate the hopper now, Mistress, that'd be acceptable. I mean, usually there's more to find on these planets, but I haven't actually found anything so far. Oopsie. This place is tiny. It's like they say it's like the huge giant market, but it's like the smallest world I've ever been to. And so we left service of Anarchy, the market moon. With enough new evidence to find an undiscovered site, Amoda's observatory. Sold 6 tomato. 15 minutes ago, alright then. Yeah. So, how are we gonna find... Is there a mechanic I'm not using? Like, am I supposed to interact with this whole... history timeline? The bracelet from Amado appears a genuine artifact, mistress. But why did he give it to us? So you can trace it? We can, mistress. With what technology? Please don't abandon me like that again. Even if I was playing along. Were you scared? For you, yes. Despite all this time together, you still do not understand my ethical core. This thing. I wonder if the thing Tabby gave us was a compass. But no matter how I've fiddled with it, it only points where I pointed. Indeed, mistress. In my opinion, it has more of an appearance of a spatial calculator. A spatial calculator? Indeed, mistress. Somehow, by leveling the rings, one outputs the direction of whatever it is the device is intended to calculate. Does that make sense? I've never really navigated this place before. But such a calculator would clearly only work in a fixed point in space, so I cannot see the purpose of it. Look out there. It seems to go on forever. Mistress? What if the rivers aren't natural at all? What if they weren't created by storms or magnetic fields or anything like that? What else could they be? I don't know. Something whole. Something with a design. There are no designers. Imagine a ship dragging flows behind it, the way a plow drags out a furrow, a tapestry of cloud and smoke. The well springs drive the flows, mistress. Don't tell me you believe the well springs are natural. They exist in nature, mistress. That conversation could go on forever. The rope. Rembus crystal. I don't even know what crystal this is. And did I give the figurine to the dude? To Juan? Let's move on. We're receiving a message. It is from Professor Miari. Put her through. I was not awaiting permission, mistress. Alia, where are you? Following a lead. Ha! Next you'll be asking for a pay raise. This isn't a social call. I wanted to let you know we're having a celebration of Renba here at the university. You don't have to attend, but I thought I'd let you know. You want me to come? I think it might be good for your soul. And I think your soul needs all the help it can get. Come home, Alia, right away. That is all she sent, mistress. Oh, wait, so you can interact with the message? How does that work? Time to move on. Where does that ladder even lead? I will prepare the braces, mistress. Oh, we actually found a place that is outside of, like, space and stuff. That time the cursor didn't flick around. Sailing to a modest observatory in the withering ways via the edge of and the canyon cyclones. Or can I still change my course? Isn't the Protectorate too many moons to manage? There are no threats at present. This no doubt eases the situation. Turns us right up ahead, mistress. Oh, we need a right here. I see. That was funny. Can we go to Yux instead? Plot course. I mean, how sure am I even that he's dead? I could sail forever. Interesting, mistress. Could you sail forever, or would you run out of sky? Approach ruin. What? A ruin? I would guess it dates from the earliest days of the nebula, mistress.
The robot hoppered away, and I was alone. Then it came back.
Nice. I recovered a fragment of sail. It must have come from somewhere nearby. There's something stitched symbols in the cloth. I've never seen a place like that before, have I? This is the end of a longer line of text. Sail, I suppose. And there's like 2 hands in there. And there's a does not, even though I don't know. Sail forever. Actually, yeah, this might be a forever. Yeah. I mean, how do spaces work in this language? I believe you're correct with sail, mistress. But that isn't the phrase for forever. Rivers, water, free would make sense maybe. Fast would also make sense. Maybe that start is an adjective, the other one is a noun. I think rivers might be wrong over there, honestly. And that... angry, sure. Sail free and safely and never. Surrender. I don't know, it makes enough sense to me. Sailing is true freedom. And yet there are people who never even leave their home moon. Can you sail 6? Do you know how? I believe so, mistress. Seems a straightforward matter. Wonder what the controls even look like in there. Does he have a controller like me? The river carries us forward. It is only a question of using the sails to adjust. This is like super speed here right now. The sails steer the ship. Otherwise, the river pushes us aside. And with both sails lowered, we go faster. It is an ingenious design. Oh, another ruin, what the heck? I wonder how many ruins I've passed without realizing. It is a ruin from ancient times, mistress.
The
Please
robot wasted no time.
Found a fragment from an Inca nebula just floating out here. Looks like there's a painted message all over it. This is the start of a fragment of text. Sailcloth. I see sailcloth. I see open. No, it's open. And I see way. And oh, I also see God. Come on. And I also see sailcloth. Open as. I think my translation sailcloth has. Oh, oopsie. But I'm convinced my translation for open is right. Never. I think circle means forever, I guess. I don't know what the reverse question mark could mean. When would be interesting. I don't see how may or cry would work. I mean, the reverse question mark kind of also. Maybe it's a question. When. Let's try when, I guess. When. Sky. I already have one for sky, I think. Oh, that looks. Star is literally in this character, so. I mean, it could still be temple, but. When sky got open, I don't know. There, your. What sky got open your way? When sky got open your way? There's something wrong with it, maybe. Look at it again later. I'd say that this comes from the same site as the fragment sail. And what do the moons get out of being in the protectorate? Theoretically, the support of the Yoxian Guard. Practically, but that is largely historical. Either of the routes ahead continues to our destination, mistress. Some people believe sailing is bad for the soul. I can't understand why. They believe the rivers are where souls go after death, mistress. To visit them early is to invite death. Is that what the lights out there are? That's how it works in Opus. All the stars are souls. Ah, that's so freaking cool. It hardly seems likely, mistress. The rivers are water and air. You told me that. You can breathe them. I cannot, mistress, for I am a robot. Are we on yachts? You should go right shortly, mistress. You can sail for a while, 6. Thank you, mistress. I believe I enjoy sailing. So are we on yachts now? Remba's funeral is about to start. I'm gonna call it quits here for today. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Bruckle out. This was part 3 of Heaven's World. Now I can remember the name. Have an awesome day. Cheers.